All right. Well, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Hope you're having an amazing start to your day. Probably drinking a coffee, getting ready for the day. Hope you're excited for an incredible Monday. Good morning to everybody. My name is Jeff Street. I teach people how to make money from home online. And today I want to talk to you about you don't have to be perfect, but you do have to start. You got to start. You got to go out and start to go out and do something. You don't have to be perfect. You just got to go out and start. I'll tell you a little story. I started this journey of going live and doing messages, starting to put myself out there on the internet back in August of 2020. A coach of mine, here's what he said to me. He said, Jeff, you got to go out and start to put yourself out there online. He goes, so you got to go out and start doing Facebook Lives. He goes, start doing daily Facebook Lives. I go, when should I do it? He goes, today. He goes, start today. I go, well, what am I going to say? He goes, it doesn't matter. Just go out and do it. Just start today. And I did. I did the first one, and the first one wasn't really that good. Matter of fact, funny. At the end of my first message, I had actually my phone propped up on a box, and the phone fell. At the very end of my message when I was hitting end when I was hitting a stop message, but I kept doing it, and I was like, all right, I got to do it for 30 days in a row. You got to be able to develop a habit. Got to create that consistency, and I kept doing them, and all of a sudden the videos started getting shorter, and I started learning how to engage my audience a little bit better. Speaking of that, drop a comment that says start. Drop a comment that says start. So I started engaging my audience a little bit more, and at first I had little pads and little sticky pads and different things stuck up all over the place where I wasn't just being myself and talking. I had different messages, and you would see me look over here and look at my message, or look over here and look at a message, and it was very distracting instead of me just communicating. But you got to be good before you can be great in anything, and you got to be bad before you can be good. So again, the message is you got to just start. And all of a sudden, 30 days turned into 60 some days. And all of a sudden, I hit 100 days consecutively. And now I think we're at 140 or 150 days consecutively. But we all know that the law of the universe is either you're growing or you're dying. You're either rotting or you're ripening. So it's like, all right, I got to crank up my game for 2021. So what am I going to do differently? Well, you know what? I've been going live on Facebook. But what about, Instagram? I haven't developed a presence there yet. So here we are for the very first time actually going live, I think anyway, on both of the platforms at the same, time. And again, it's not about being perfect. It's about starting. So I had, gotten a little adapter, for my tripod where I could have two phones at the same time, but I got the wrong adapter. So I was like, oh man, I was going to start to do it the first Monday of January, but maybe I should wait. No, I shouldn't wait. I should just improvise, adapt, figure out a way to do it. Just go out and do it, anyway. And that's what I decided to do. And I don't even know if it looks like I'm looking at both cameras right now. Who cares? I'm just trying, because again, it's all about starting. You don't have to be perfect. You just got to go out and start. And then one other thing I knew I was missing was a consistent time. I got to go out and figure out a way to go out and go live and do a message every day. But I'm looking at my calendar. It's like, where is a time I can do consistently? And here's what I'll tell you about a good coach. A good coach doesn't tell you what you want to hear. A good coach tells you what you need to hear. And so my coach said to me, said, Jeff, what about 7 a.m.? Why don't you go live every day at 7 a.m.? And he could just hear me cringe, because I wasn't necessarily a morning person. I'm still not. And as soon as he heard my uncomfortableness with his suggestion, he goes, yep, that's what you got to do. And here's why: it's outside of your comfort zone. And remember, your comfort zone is your broke zone. So here we are doing it for the first time. And right as I was about to go live, right at 7 a.m. I hit start on Instagram. I was about to hit start on Facebook, but for some reason, the Instagram one, it didn't start. And then I got the thing to start and then put it in my phone adapter. So you could probably see me, sitting down on my chair while I was waiting for it to go, but it's okay. Do it anyway. One of my favorite motivational speeches of all time is Just Do It by Art Williams, the founder of A.L. Williams. And here's what he said: just do it. People are like, well, Art, what if I don't feel good? Just do it. Well, Art, what if things aren't right in my life? Do it anyway. Well, Art, what about this? Just do it. My favorite shoe company, guess what it is? Nike. Guess what their motto is? Just do it. See, the few that do are the envy of the many that watch. That's what Mr. Jim Rohn said. He says the few that do are the envy of the many that watch. So we got to go out and just do it. We got to stay consistent. I remember one day, I didn't know what to say. So I literally had nothing to say for a message one day, and I just hit live anyway. And my whole topic was, I don't even know what to say today, but I'm just going to do it anyway. And that was the theme that day. Do it anyway. And people ended up loving it. So remember, you're going to be bad before you can be good. You're going to be good before you're going to be good before you become great. That's okay. It's just about doing it. And that's not just about lives. That's applied to anything. Anything in business, anything in life, you got to go out and start. When a runner is ready to start their run and the gun's about to go off, the longer that it waits for that gun to go off, all of a sudden, that's where the muscles cramp. All of a sudden, that's when people start to tense up. We're like a bag of chips. See, if you leave a bag of chips out overnight, what starts to happen to the bag of chips? It gets stale. And the same thing happens with you and I. We get stale. So again, go out and realize you don't have to be perfect, but you do have to start. So drop a comment that says start. Drop a comment today that says start. If you believe there's content that can help somebody else today, hit the share button so somebody else can go out and get the information. And remember, you don't have to be perfect, but you do have to start. My name again, everybody, is Jeff Street. I teach people how to make money from home online. Join me every day, Monday through Friday, for this now regularly scheduled 7 a.m. message. Yes, Moses, be comfortable being uncomfortable, but again, you do have to start. So you got to start. So hope everybody has an incredible rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow at 7 a.m. East Coast time. Drop a comment that says start, and have a great rest of the day, everybody. God bless.